After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, it's Hatcher. Makes his man miss. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just feeds the running back. All over him immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, it's Murphy. They're all over him. Slips away. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Just gets rid of that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Sees a crease. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Tough run here. It's Hatcher. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that 1st drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Looking for a gap. It's Clay. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Crawford. Caught. There he goes. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running inside. It's Murray. Got a little grass. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The throw. Left side is Clay. He'll be dropped.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get the corner. Turns upfield. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Great job by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the pocket, it's Murphy. Fires to the right. It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Beavers headed quickly to the line. Fresh set of downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quarterback keeps it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right side, it's Hatcher. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Crawford. Out wide right, it's Cobb. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Murray. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Fires left. Makes the catch, it's Nolan. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Wants to throw on first. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, pressure's coming. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Third and 10. He wants to throw it again. Look out! He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Beavers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see if this Red Bulls offense can get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the move, it's Clay. Just smothered on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Crawford. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out wide left, it's Nolan. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
Caught in the backfield, it's Milwin. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Murphy. Misses badly on that one. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. Right at the line. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Snapped on 4th down. Spits it out to the back. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Spencer. Swamped immediately. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Crawford. Buying time to his right. Right side, it's Barrett. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. The keeper on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Spencer. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Crawford. Out wide right, it's Spencer. Snags it, and there's running room. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Keeps it himself. Quarterback keep. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Red Bulls. Excellent pass by the back on the option. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. With the catch, it's Nolan. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end getting vertical. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Good timing on the quick out. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Out of the backfield, he's open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Turns up, it's Hatcher. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fisk.
And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the run, it's Clay. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Some misdirection with the counter. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Motion from the back. Pulls it. He'll do it himself. The ride. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hits the hole. It's Clay. Stopped right there.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Crawford. Left side is Summers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Throwing on the run. He's got it down the field. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Throws to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Looking for the edge. He'll keep it on 2nd down. There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Red Wolves just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Crawford. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And man, that's a really good job by this defense to play zone on 3rd and long, to kind of sit back, but not get lost, and not get your eyes and not see the running back. Everybody starts to release. They break on the football, come down, get a good tackle on the running back, and get a big stop on 3rd down.
They boot it away on 4th down. Trying to take it back. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quick give. It's Hatcher. Nice move to pick up yardage. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Beavers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, gonna throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. On the option. Keeps it on first down. After the filthy move, he's got room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Clay. Still running at the 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And the Red Wolves come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Dropping back, it's Crawford. Right side, it's Hatchett. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Caught on the RPO.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Release to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Gets the back moving. The give. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Fights off the defender. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Now on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Hits inside, it's Hatchett. Driven back.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Crawford. Out wide right, it's Summers. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And that is not what he had in mind as he steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Moves to his right. On the move, he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Defense all over him. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Taken down. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. On the run, it's Murray. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Play action on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Murphy. Fires to the right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Second and long here. And the quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.